Alright, we're here for round 1. This hand's pretty reasonable. It is a little on the top end, but I like it. And yeah, we're on the draw. Ooh, the Tron deck. This is not a good matchup. So definitely fetching Watery Grave, so we have black-red open. Lead with Serum Visions, looking for a Splinter Twin, but also like we need something to kind of stop our opponents from doing crazy shenanigans like Karn and whatnot. So we found a remand off the Serum Visions, so that's pretty lucky. But yeah, we have a bunch of stuff that is not great in this matchup. So maybe if we can find land drops, we can go like remand into Cryptic and then either assemble the combo or drop Tassiger or something along those lines. We might be in pretty good shape. What do you think, puppy? Well, we're probably not dropping Tassiger if Relic is here. Ooh, double Relic. Yeah, Tassiger, you're dead to me. You're dead, Tassiger. I don't think there's anything worth remanding here, but I also don't see a reason to not take 2 damage. Because it's not like they kill me with damage anyway, so... Maybe this tells my opponent that I have a potential remand or something, so maybe it's worth not telegraphing. But now if we draw land, we can actually break that map, which would be really nice. No land. No land. So I think we can safely discard Tassiger. Map's getting activated. Our opponent is not walking into our counter spells, which is kind of good and kind of bad. I definitely like being able to save the remands for the big spells, you know. Now we're kind of in the same spot where if we draw a 3rd land, we can command the map, but I'm also not sure if that's a good play because our opponent could just draw the last Tron piece and crush us. But I think it is worth it. Rather than just letting our opponent have Tron. I mean, it's more likely our opponent has to cast a spell to get Tron next turn, in which case they at least can't play anything too backbreaking. So unless they... Ooh, discard Oblivion Stone is pretty good for me too. So unless they draw a natural power plant, I should be okay still. So Scrying was kind of hoping what I would Spell Snare, but we didn't hit the land in time. So now our opponent has Tron up, and we have to remand, draw into land and Splinter Twin to be fine. I think one of those relics at least could get cashed in. So if the opponent still has an Oblivion Stone, we could just be in a lot of trouble. Because we can't really counter that effectively, so if that gets to sit in play, that could be bad. We only have 1 Kolaghan's Command left to get rid of it. I mean, like, we have Cryptic, I guess, but pretty tall order to be able to Cryptic bounce and then still combo through it. So there's Wormcoil. We'll remand that very happily. Map is kind of whatever. Our opponent is making more land drops than us, so that kind of stinks because they're going to get to Emrakul pretty soon, I think. So there's the Loot House. So I think we just want to play our untapped land, play Deceiver, untap a land, play Remand. Assume this is getting Eye of Ugin. It is. Opponent is just giving us a bunch of life back too. So us paying 2 life in the early game was not that big of a deal. Really hoping for a Worm Coil and not an Emrakul Search. Because we need to commit our opponent's mana. So they can't just kill us next turn. And if we get to play Deceiver plus Remand, we are drawing live. To draw untap Red Source and Splinter Twin. Alright, so this is not good. This is not good. We'll tap the Eye to tap our opponent out. Not that it's that big of a deal. I don't think they can do much with a bunch of colorless lands. And there's a command. So a couple options here. So if we bounce a land, our opponent can't cast Emrakul next turn. They can basically just do whatever they want, which is unfortunate. The other option is to let them play Emrakul and then tap down their Emrakul. But I think I would rather just Cryptic here. And yeah, we are basically dead. Deck does not want to cooperate. Not at all. So hopefully this is just a Worm Coil and not an Oblivion Stone or Ugin or whatever. Alright, if it's Ugin -3, we're just dead. Ugin -4 is interesting, because now we can just bolt it, but we still can't do anything. Guess we continue to play on. Not really sure what my plan is here. Like, if I was drawing live for Twin, that'd be one thing. But since we drew our Darkslick Shores Island Desolate Lighthouse before we drew another red source, so kind of drawing dead at this point. Now we just get colded by our Pyroclasm too. No, opponent's just searching for one. Yeah, okay. Well, there's the Twin. Don't think we have a way to really beat Emrakul, though. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, our opponent has 15 mana. The Relics did a pretty big number on us. I guess our out is to remand the Emrakul and draw a Deceiver. So far, these Dark Slick Shores have cost me 2 games. Yeah, Kyle's list just had a bunch of Sulphur Falls. And yeah, this has happened twice now. Alright, friend. Enjoy your extra turn. I shall remand you. Come on, Deceiver, and then we actually have a shot. Oh, dear. Okay. Still can't beat anything else. Can't beat the Ugins and whatnot, but... playing to our outs, and it's kind of funny. Damn it. Damn it. Maybe our opponent will choose to not Ugin away our board, which seems unlikely. Man, figured it out. And there's the Oblivion Stone. Alright. So we're dead. We did. Got to play Magic for a little bit there, sort of. Ish. Alright, so the moons come in. Spell Skies come in. We're definitely all in on the combo plan here. Kind of want some commands to kill Spellskite. Bolts are pretty bad. Could also see Dispels to kill Nature's Claims and whatnot. So now we're 1 heavy. I think we just cut the Cryptic. Could also just be a Snapcaster. Back for game 2. We're going to try and win a game, because so far we're 0-2. Or, well, 0-5 in games. No, we won a game. We're 1-5. Excellent. Excellent. So, mostly keeping this hand on the strength of Magus. In case that was not clear. Not that this hand would necessarily be bad anyway, but the fact that Magus exists in it makes it a strong case. I'll get Blood Crypt. Basic Mountain, excellent. Will not be turned off by our Magus. Ooh. And let's see what our opponent can do to this. That thing. How do you deal? Thinking. Thinking. Expedition map for a basic forest, perhaps? Not that that will really help you. And we'll see what happens. See if we get, like, pyroclasmed or whatever. Sylvan Scrying for the other forest. All right. I think we should keep basic swamp. Will likely come up. We're gonna play Pestermite upkeep to get our beats on. This is probably going to get rending volleyed. Yep, pretty good hand for my opponent. They had like fairly natural Tron plus rending volley. Doesn't play when you have the Magus of the Moon though. Hopefully this thing can just deal 20 before opponent draws a Worm Coil or whatever. I guess Oblivion Stone is also an out, albeit a somewhat expensive one. There's a Spellskite. It's a blocker. Glad we kept that Swamps. Now our Kolaghan's commands are live. So we draw our own Spellskite. And we want another Deceiver. I'm guessing not. We'll just start jamming Pestermites. See what our opponent can do to us. Well, if every turn we cast Serum Visions, I'd be pretty happy with that. I mean, I guess up until the point where we cast Splitter Twin, which is hopefully next turn. Alright, not scared of Bolt, which I like. But can't cast Twin when our opponent has a Spellskite. We should have tapped there with Deceiver. So I guess we need to find an out for this thing. Well, maybe it's just 3 a turn or whatever. Hope that's good enough. I think it's pretty clear at this point that our opponent can't remove Magus, which is good. Issue is, can we beat him before he can do something with a bunch of mountains and forests? Thankfully, their deck is like, 40 mana sources or whatever, so it certainly helps. And then I'm not really sure how many real things they have to keep in, or they get to keep in, because they have to bring in a bunch of like Rending Volleys and Spellskites and stuff. Mono air dot deck, but how are you going to kill me? That is the question. Yeah, this game's weird. Just have to wait. It's like, just lava spiking you every turn, hoping you die to it. Lava spike, lava spike. Maybe I shouldn't have sided out my bolts. Or at least not all of them. What do you think, puppy? Puppy thinks I'm silly. Why'd you board out all your bolts? Remand's pretty nice. So opponent down to 3. And it's about time for our opponent to do some stuff. Nature's claiming their own chromatic star. I guess that's a thing. So I could redirect to the Skite. Which might be good, since the Skite's not really doing anything right now, and then I gain the 4 life instead of them. Would not be surprised if opponent was sitting on multiple Nature's Claims, though. Yep, there's another one. This one I think I just let go. Yep, here's the Ugin. Oh, Karn. Hello. Good thing we kept that swamp. And we'll see if opponent has another Nature's Claim. Or I guess a Rending Volley. Can't really beat a Karn, though. Excellent, excellent. Excellent. Alright, Terminate seems worse than Command. And I think I should keep in a Bolt. That's about it. Well, opponent kept 7. And we're on the draw with this hand, which is pretty funny. If it was the Magus, I might actually keep it, but since it's actual Blood Moon, I don't think we can do that. Puppy, you're the worst. Get over here. Yeah, I don't think we can keep this. Opponent showed us too many Nature's Claims. So this is better, although we could potentially lock ourselves out. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Yeah, maybe we'll just combo kill him instead. Oh, there's the Magus. And we want Kolagon's Command to kill a potential Spell Skite. Do not think so. And if our opponent natural Trons us, it's going to be bad. Yeah, and that's what it's looking like. And I think we just have to take the shields down. Like, we have to play the Sulfurfall so we can play something on turn 3. And then hopefully they just have, like, Worm Coil or whatever and not Karn. Yeah, tapping way too fast. Jam Karn. Great. We are just not going to play Magic this game, I guess. Guess I should have played the Swamp last turn instead of the Island. I could actually Serum Visions this turn. Not like it's really going to matter all that much. Yeah, not really sure why I'm still playing. So, yeah, that's going to do it. So, 0-3. Won a couple games. Not bad, not bad. But, I don't know. Our draws are pretty bad. I think I probably sideboarded bad against Merfolk. And then Tron is just kind of tough if you don't have, like, the natural combo against them. So, Modern is a very fickle format. Like, the decks are very powerful, and sometimes you have days like this, but what are you going to do?